In the Colosseum of HFY, the crowd roared like an ocean of thunder. Towering banners snapped in the warm desert wind, each bearing the sigil of the Galactic Empire. Today was the championship duel, an annual event where the Empire's greatest warrior defended the title against any challenger foolish enough to step forward. This year, the reigning champion was General Threx Varkol, a 7-foot colossus of scaled muscle and armor plating, undefeated in 87 sanctioned duels. His claws could shear metal, his reflexes were enhanced with military-grade augmentations, and his combat record was the stuff of legend. The challenger? A human. Not a super soldier, not a cyborg, just a man from Earth named Mason Reed. When Mason walked into the arena, the crowd's laughter was deafening. He wore no ornate armor, just a simple training GI and bare hands. The announcer's voice echoed across the sands. By imperial decree, this duel shall be to first incapacitation or death. All hail General Threx Varkol. The gates rumbled open, and Threx strode forward. His bulk cast a shadow over Mason, his heavy footfalls sinking into the sand. I hope you have prepared, Deathworlder, Threx growled. It will be quick. Mason smiled faintly. Yeah, for you. The duel began with a blare of horns. Threx lunged first, claws slashing at blinding speed. Mason sidestepped, barely. A second strike came, a downward blow strong enough to dent steel. Mason slipped aside again, feet light on the sand. The crowd jeered. Fight back, human! Someone yelled. Threx smirked. Is that all? Running. But Mason's eyes were calm, calculating. Just looking for the right opening. When it came, it happened so fast that many in the crowd didn't see it. Threx swung wide, too wide. Mason stepped inside the arc, twisted his hips, and delivered a single straight punch to the champion's midsection. There was no dramatic explosion, no shattering of armor, just a sharp, solid impact. For a moment, Threx froze, confusion flickering across his reptilian face. Then his legs buckled. He dropped to his knees, wheezing, his claws clutching his stomach. A second later, the Empire's undefeated champion collapsed face-first into the sand, unconscious. The arena went silent. The announcer stammered into the mic. Threx Varkol is incapacitated. The victor, Mason Reed of Earth. A wave of disbelief swept the stands. Some shouted outrage. Others demanded the fight be reviewed for cheating. Only the medics understood. When they examined Threx, they found no broken bones, no ruptured organs. Just a precise shock to the solar plexus that had shut down his ability to breathe. In the aftermath, reporters swarmed Mason in the preparation hall. What kind of weapon did you use? No weapon, Mason said. Just good biomechanics. On Earth, we call it a body shot. Impossible, a Xeran journalist protested. Our champion has trained for decades, and he's been fighting people who play by the same rules, Mason interrupted. You've all got claws, exoskeletons, energy blades. You train to resist those. You don't train for a bare-knuckle strike right where your diaphragm lives. Later, in the private council chambers, a military analyst replayed the fight for the Emperor. This, the analyst said, pausing the footage on the instant Mason's fist connected, is why Deathworlders are dangerous. They grew up on a planet where predators kill in seconds. They've spent millennia figuring out how to end fights as fast as possible, with whatever's at hand. They adapt instantly to physiology they've never seen before. The Emperor frowned. And you're saying? I'm saying, Majesty, the analyst replied grimly. If a single human can do this to our greatest warrior with one punch, imagine what 1,000 of them could do. Back on Earth, Mason's victory was barely news. In some dusty gym, an old boxing coach shook his head when he saw the footage. Solar plexus shot, the coach muttered. Been winning fights for centuries. Guess the galaxy just found out why. From that day, Imperial duelists trained for a new threat. An unassuming human, stepping in close, and ending everything with one, perfectly placed punch. And somewhere in the archives, the event was recorded under a new combat doctrine. Rule 1: when fighting a Deathworlder, if they close the distance, it's already over.